That was one of the reasons I left the health industry, because there was so much politics involved in it, so many
Mm-hmm.
drug companies involved in discrediting all that natural medicine. I mean, back in the early 2000s, we had something called the pharmaceutical recall, which was just devastating in the health industry. It was where the pharmaceutical companies got involved and wanted to totally disrupt the natural health industry, which they constantly want to do anyway. But they put all this negativity. They produced all this false evidence about the biggest pharmaceutical company, which was the biggest producer of natural vitamins in Australia. They put out about $200 million a year worth of vitamins, which were about 70% of the shelf space for all vitamins. And they stimulated this mass recall. So all these vitamins across the whole of Australia were ripped off the shelf and disposed of as apparently being tainted and dangerous, and all these sort of claims that they were sweeping up rubbish and putting them into the vitamin pills. And, it was just so much
That's
BS.
wild.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's wild.
They bankrupt the company, and so there was a mass shortage of vitamins across the whole of Australia. And and it was all over the media, all over the main, front pages of the newspapers. And then 2-3 years later, I saw in the newspaper this tiny column saying pharmaceuticals have been dispelled of all issues, all related to this massive recall. So they bankrupt the company, and no one, and then they just, this tiny freaking column that everyone would have missed. So I mean, I was happy to be out of that, all that BS. Quite frankly.